Bill, what do we have to do right now to head off the threat of climate change?
I think the threat of climate change is very immediate. The big concern we have is that many people think climate change is something 2 decades from now. And all these dates we're hearing about targets in 2020 and 2050 are confusing the public that this is not an immediate challenge. We have to do things now. We should have been doing things 5 years ago, and we're not.
What part can ICT play in all of this?
So ICT, I think, can be a very powerful tool in helping the public and businesses reduce their CO2 by providing new virtualized or dematerialized products and services delivered over broadband networks. So rather than traveling or rather than using physical goods, we use the internet, we use broadband to deliver those things virtually. And I think that can reduce CO2 emissions by as much as 15% or even greater.
So beyond the carbon footprint benefits, what happens with the economy?
Well, in fact, there should be no cost using ICT. All the studies indicate that using ICT will actually create significant business benefits as well as significantly reduce costs. The one study I mentioned, the Smart 2020, estimates that savings of $800 billion US are possible through use of ICT to reduce climate change. So this is not a bad news story. This is a phenomenally good news story if we move quickly.
What are carbon rewards, and can you tell me how they work?
Well, carbon rewards is an alternative to carbon taxes. Rather than penalizing consumers with high taxes to reduce their carbon footprint, let us reward them with virtual products and services delivered over the internet to help them reduce their carbon emissions.
ICT carries a cost as well. What's the industry going to do to deal with that?
Well, ICT industry right now has a bigger carbon footprint than the aviation industry, about 2 to 3% of emissions. That's predicted to go to 4 to 6% in the next 5 to 10 years. That is simply not possible. We cannot allow that to happen. So the industry itself must clean up its own house, and we must find ways for the ICT industry to reduce its carbon footprint not only to 2% but to 0, and I think we have the technology to do that.
Do you think the projects that you're seeing being launched here are going to go far enough to deal with this problem?
I think this is a great initiative, and I must really congratulate Cisco and the partner cities in this program. This is a great first step. We must go faster. We have to have more initiatives like this, and we can't wait for government. I've got to applaud Cisco. We need industry leadership, and events like this and initiatives like with this will help us move in that direction.
Bill St Arnaud, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.